Hi, I'm Nadav. I work at Google and actually related a bit to the company that we're going to hear from around the Internet of Things. And I'm also interested in that aspect from as a personal user, an early adopter. So I'll be interviewing Odi Dahan from GreenIQ, who will tell us a little bit about him and the company to start.
Thank you. So GreenIQ, we developed this product. It's a connected device that connects to your home Wi-Fi. It collects weather information from the nearest weather station and adjusts the scheduling of your sprinklers based on the weather so that you can save up to 50% on your water bill.
Great. So I'm going to ask you some questions as a curious consumer, first of all, which I'm sure some of the other people might be. Weather is great, but what happens if the weather is wrong and my land doesn't get water, for example?
So actually, the product is based on both past, present, and forecasted weather. So the past and the present are known. The forecasted weather. So for example, if tomorrow the forecast says that it's going to be rainy, then the device will make some calculations and maybe decide to postpone the one irrigation cycle. If it was rainy, then we saved water. If it wasn't rainy, then the system will know how to compensate on the day after and provide a little bit more water because it hasn't been watered yesterday.
Good, that's great. But let's say the nearest weather station, it's not in my house usually, it's probably a few miles away. And my yard itself has some areas with shade, some areas with, different types of soil, different types of conditions. What do you have do you have any solution around that, for example?
So actually, GreenIQ is the first and the single company in this category that provides capability to connect to a wide variety of sensors. So the device can be connected to wireless soil moisture sensors that you can buy even in any Best Buy or Apple store. And it can also connect to residential weather station. NetAtmo, we support NetAtmo, which again it's a consumer product that provides weather information directly from your home. Even if you don't have such a product, such as NetAtmo, it will connect automatically to your neighbors and collect the weather information from them so that you will always get highly accurate, hyper-localized weather information to base the calculation of the watering upon.
So in order to connect to this, I mean, Wi-Fi is not always great inside the house, but it's even worse outside the house, especially if you have a big yard or you need to put it in a special area. What do you do around these use cases?
So yes, we face this unique challenge of Wi-Fi connectivity. So inside the house there are issues, outside the house there are even more issues. So many people we recommend them just to use a Wi-Fi repeater, but we have another unique solution. And again, we're the first and the only one in the category that provide this solution, and that is cellular connectivity. We have two flavors for this product. One is Wi-Fi connected, the other one is cellular connected. The cellular is being used for large homes, but also for businesses. For example, here in Microsoft, no IT manager will never ever allow such a product to be connected to his network. That's life, because he cannot run any antivirus on this one. So when we provide cellular communication, businesses are more keen to install this product because it's not involved in their network.
So also being outdoors, I'm assuming there's rain, there's other weather aspects. Do you need to buy also a case or install it in a special casing? I mean, now is the time to say I actually have one of their competitors at home, which I've played with a bit, and they definitely don't stack up to the things you said so far. But one of the things that was sort of another hidden cost was that I actually had to buy an extra $80 for another case to put it outside so it doesn't get hurt by the rain.
Yes. So even before we knew our competitors, because all the competitors pop up almost simultaneously. We made a very critical design decision, and that is to make our product fully weatherproof. So we designed it from the ground up to be fully weatherproof, water, dust, and I'm happy to say that very recently we were certified IP55, which is a very high grade of weatherproofing, so it can be installed virtually anywhere.
Great. So I'm, as a consumer, I'm convinced. I think this is really great, and I definitely will. I'm seriously considering to upgrade. Um, Now let's think about the business and the bigger aspect. So let's start with the beginning, I guess. How did you get to this? How did you start the idea for the company?
So I worked for Motorola in Freescale Semiconductor for 17 years. I had a very good position, but I always had this, bug in my head to become an entrepreneur, and I was always looking for ideas. So one day I was sitting at home. It was a very cold and rainy and windy night, when suddenly I hear the sprinklers go off. So, in Israel, we have this, deep notion of preserving water, because this is something that is being educated even in schools. So that made me very, upset that I need to pay for my water while it's raining. So that very day I Googled, I tried to find any existing solution. There was none. So that very day, I started designing the system. And 2 years later, we're here with a product that is selling at HomeDepot.com.
Questions from the audience? So I looked at your product. I'm an early adopter. I have absolutely every single gadget on planet Earth. Two concerns that I had with your product, and I really would love to implement it. One, you have 6 stations. My house requires 12. And second, I'm willing to pay for someone and install it. I looked at the installation instructions, and I will not allow my husband to touch it because he's going to screw it up, and there will be a
Yes.
fight in the house. So I want to hire someone to implement it, similar to Nest.
Yes.
I adore my Nest
Mhm.
thermostat, but my electrician came, installed it. I paid the electrician. I'm very happy.
So
You sell in Home Depot, which I think is great, but there is no opportunity to actually hire someone that can install it. So how do you address those two issues?
So the first issue is very simple. We're about to launch our second generation product at CES. By the way, this product won Best of CES award this year. So we're going to launch our next generation product this CES. It's already working on my desk. It's going to look even more beautiful than this one, and it's going to support 16 stations. Okay, that's the first answer. As for the second, as you can imagine, this is something which is a bit more complex to have, a network of installers. However, we came with agreement with a distributor here in the US who has an army of installers that install Nest and other energy preserving systems in homes. And very soon we're about to, launch this service for installation here in the US.
This year or next year?
Early next year.
Thank you for
Keep waiting.
thank you for the question. So you were at CS last year and you won the award. You're working on the second generation. Are there any other numbers or statistics that you can share with us about the stage of the company?
Yes. So currently we are 9 employees. Until today, we raised seed money of $2.25 million. Currently, we're looking for our next round to start the growth stage. And the very interesting data point is that until today, with not so many customers, we saved more than 9 million gallons of water. So I really recommend you to look at our website, greeniq.co, and look, there is a very cute counter that counting in almost real time to show how much water we save to the world, and it keeps accelerating as we add more and more customers. .co, just .co.
Now, so you're talking about all the savings. How does it connect between the price of the device and how much you save? Does it actually pay for itself at some point?
Yes, so the device is $249, which is the same price of all competition in this category. And for an average American family, the return on investment is about 1 year.
Makes a lot of sense financially. Okay, great. And I guess so. Now let's look into the future a bit. You're doing a lot of consumer-related things right now. You mentioned something about maybe businesses. Is that the direction you're pursuing, or what? can you just tell us?
Sure. So we believe that this product can be a perfect match also for businesses. We have a very, very successful pilot in Israel with the largest healthcare chain in Israel called Clalit. So we water several hospitals and clinics, and actually for a single device, we save them on average per device $400 every month. So that's a great opportunity for us to charge subscription fees. So with businesses, actually the revenue model is charging subscriptions fees for the product. And very soon we're about to start these kind of pilots also here in the US.
Great, thank you. I think our time is just about up, and thank you. We're very interesting, and I'm excited to see where this will go.
Thank you for having me.